Hi everyone, welcome back to another Star Wars Funko Pop video. Today I wanted to do something a little different and show y'all my collection of blue box Star Wars Funko Pops, along with some information that I've learned along the way that I think y'all might find useful. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started. So first of all, what do the blue boxes mean? Basically, it was just the color choice Funko made when they first released the first 57 Star Wars Pops. After that, the color has changed anywhere from black to white, except for number 78. For some reason, R2L3 is in a blue box. But anyways, let's take a look at the first ever Star Wars Funko Pop. Number 1 in the Star Wars lineup, of course, it has to be Darth Vader. Now, this one in particular also happens to be a first edition. Some of the key giveaways is that it doesn't have the age recommendation on the bottom right corner. It also has the thin large font for the words vinyl bobblehead. Coming around the side, we have some notable damage, which is to be expected because when these first came out, people didn't see these as valuable collectibles. I imagine most people just threw the box away. And on the back here, we have the thin large font again, as well as a copyright year of 2011, which was just before Disney acquired Lucasfilms in 2012. So that's the first edition. Now let me show you a few blue boxes that are not first edition. Starting with number 8, we have Boba Fett. So first difference you'll notice is that vinyl bobblehead is now rewritten in a smaller font in multiple languages. Also, the age recommendation has been added to the bottom right corner. The side window remains the same, and again the back features the various languages for vinyl bobblehead. Vinyl bobblehead y bobblehead de vinyl, which I believe is French and Spanish. But anyways, let's take a look at another pop. So for Darth Maul, it's a little weird because this one does not have the age recommendation, even though it's right after number 8, which did have it. Also, the Spanish and French bits have been rephrased to figura con cabeza oscilante and figurine a tête rolante, which I thought was interesting because other ones down the line switch back to the previous phrases. I don't know, I guess it just varies. Also, two big differences I forgot to mention is that the picture of the pop can be found on the bottom of the box and the lightsabers glow in the dark. Not the best glow, but still pretty cool. But anyways, here's another pop I want to show y'all. It's C-3PO. There are two variations of this pop. This one you see now, the exclusive chrome version, and the first edition, which would have all the same characteristics as the Darth Vader box, and also that one would not be chrome. But moving on, let's look at some more pops. So for this set, we have Luke Skywalker and a clone trooper. Can you guess which one is the first edition? They both don't have the age recommendation. One of them has multiple languages and the other one doesn't. Also at this point, Funko has ceased using the large font type. The last pop to receive that treatment was the Shadow Trooper at number 14. I'll give y'all a couple more seconds. So if you haven't guessed already, I'll tell you it's the Clone Trooper. Another dead giveaway might have been the fact that I put it in a hard stack. Okay, let's try something a bit more trickier. Jar Jar, Binks, and holographic Darth Vader. I'll let y'all chew on that for a bit. While y'all think about it, let me tell you about Jar Jar. This one came out in 2013, probably the tallest Star Wars pop in the lineup. You can barely see his eyes. As for the holo, this one came out in 2014, exclusive to Dallas Comic Con and Paris Comics Expo. And for some reason, there has been a second release of this pop, which, if you haven't already figured out, this one here is the first edition. But anyway, this new recent release looks just like the original, with the Comic Con sticker and all. Not sure if it's legit or some kind of counterfeit replication. It just seems odd that several years later, after the original Comic-Con in Dallas and Paris, there are all these cheap holographic Darth Vaders for sale online. And the only difference I know is that the original has a dimmer glow on the head than the rest of the body. I don't know, I just thought it was weird. Something to think about. But anyway, the Jar Jar is also a first edition. Now, moving on to the final three, we have the Biker Scout, one of my favorite pops of all time. I always have this one out of box on display, and as you can see, the age recommendation on this has jumped from 3 to 15 years old, so you know you're dealing with the big boy stuff. Now, I have to admit, I haven't seen a different variation of this pop anywhere, which kind of leads me to believe there may just be the one official edition of this pop. I'm not sure. But anywho, on to the next pop. We have number 42, the Shock Trooper. Another of my all-time faves, though this one I actually like it better inside the box. It looks so cool. And as you can see here, when I first got this, it actually had an extra round little sticker covering the age recommendation with the number 15 in red, which I thought was odd, so I just peeled it off, not thinking much about it at the time. Now looking back, I see that other Shock Troopers have the same thing, so hopefully I didn't ruin the value by taking it off. But then again, this pop is something I would probably never sell. This one is priceless for me. But anyways, moving on to the last one, it's the 2015 New York Comic Con Metallic Chrome TIE Fighter Pilot. Definitely a classic I had to get. Now, I don't know if I would call this chrome, but it certainly is glossy. But I guess it's better than the regular version. Still a really cool pop. But anyways, that's it for my collection of Blue Box Star Wars Funko Pops. Hopefully y'all got some interesting tidbits from all this. So to recap, I'm going to word vomit a bunch of key points that you may or may not retain. So first of all, Pops 1 through 13 have the large font that are typically more valuable than the small font counterparts. So obviously all these rules don't apply to every pop, but it doesn't hurt to know them all. Also, first edition blue box pops have the picture of the pop on the bottom of the box as well, and pops with lightsabers glow in the dark, even though it's not advertised, which is still a pretty cool Easter egg, I guess. So if you see one online, ask for a glow in the dark picture. They may not know better and just tell you it doesn't glow. But again, this applies to first edition blue box pops 1 through 11. Not sure if the first to market unmasked Vader glows though. And if you're wondering what it looks like, here's a quick pic of the Darth Vader one. Not the most impressive thing, but still a great way to differentiate. Another thing, as you can see here, is that first edition pops have a JJL number which indicates the dates they were released. So for example, the Clone Trooper on the bottom right corner was originally released on the 28th of April 2012. Well, at least that's what I've heard, but it seems to match up. And also the one above is the second edition Shock Trooper, so it doesn't have the picture of the pop and also has a different number. Instead of JJL, it has a FAC number. Which this code can also be found stamped on the bottom of the Funko Pop's base, which is another indication of whether it's an original or not. The older Pops have a smooth rounded edge, where the newer ones have a step layer formation. Also, you can take the older ones off the base, unlike the new ones. Whew, I think that's it. I'm not sure. There's a lot more info, but that's the majority of it. Feel free to drop a comment down below and share any other trade secrets that you may have. But anyways, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. For more videos like this, be sure to subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok at OuterWorks. Until next time, have a good one.